It's 9:30 a.m. at work. You open your laptop, ready to be productive, and somehow your hand is already reaching for your phone, even though you didn't decide to pick it up. You tell yourself, I'm just checking one thing. A notification, a reel, a quick scroll, and suddenly, 25 minutes are gone. You put the phone down, you feel guilty, you swear, okay, now I'll focus for real. 10 minutes later, your hand does the exact same thing. You start thinking, maybe I'm just lazy, maybe I'm broken. You're not. Your phone is training your brain every single day, and it's winning. Today, you'll see why your phone is destroying your focus at your 9 to 5, and 5 systems to start taking your attention back. Right now, your phone is not just a device. It's a portable casino in your pocket. Every notification, every reel, every new thing is a tiny dopamine hit. Your brain loves it because it's instant, easy, unpredictable work, on the other hand, is slow, effortful, uncertain. So your brain quietly learns a rule. Why focus on one boring thing for 30 minutes when I can get 60 tiny rewards in the same time? This is not a willpower problem. This is a wiring problem. Your phone is training your brain to expect constant stimulation. So when you try to focus at work, your brain doesn't know how to stay with one thing. The good news? Anything your brain learned, it can unlearn if you change the rules. System 1. Make distraction physically inconvenient. You will not beat your phone in a fair fight. If it's in your hand, you've already lost. So you change the environment. At work, phone goes in your bag, not on your desk, or in a drawer with the screen facing down, or on a shelf behind you, not within arm's reach. If you have to stand up or reach far to grab it, your brain gets a tiny pause to ask, do I really need this right now? That pause is everything. You're not quitting your phone. You're just making distraction slightly annoying and focus slightly easier. System 2. The 15-minute focus contract. Your phone has trained you to think in 15-second chunks. So when you tell yourself, I'm going to focus for 3 hours, your brain hears, absolutely not. Instead, you shrink the promise. You're not committing to 3 hours. You're committing to a 15-minute focus contract. Here's how. Pick one task. Reply to a work email. Write a paragraph. Update a slide. Set a timer for 15 minutes. Phone out of reach. One browser tab only. For 15 minutes, your only job is don't switch. You can be tired. You can be bored. You can move slowly. But you don't pick up the phone. 15 minutes is small enough that your brain says, fine, I can do that. When the timer ends, you can stop if you really want to. But most of the time, you'll think, I'm already in it. I can do another 15. You don't need all-day focus. You need 15 minutes, repeated. System 3. Earn your phone instead of fight your phone. Trying to ban your phone doesn't work. You rebel. You binge later. So instead of fighting it, you turn it into a reward. New rule. Work, then phone. Not phone, then work. For example, 15 minutes of focused work. 3 minutes of phone. 3 focus blocks, 45 minutes, 10 minutes of phone. When you earn your scroll time, it feels clean. No guilt, no shame. Your brain starts to associate the phone with, I did something hard, now I rest. Not, I'm escaping what I'm afraid of. The app doesn't change, but the story in your brain does. System 4. Clean up your home screen. Your home screen is a trap layout. Every colorful icon is a shortcut to distraction. So you redesign it. Move TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and other infinite scroll apps into a folder on the second or third page. Keep only useful, non-addictive apps on the first screen. Calendar, notes, maps. Turn off non-essential notifications. Likes, follows, someone posted, trending sounds. You're not deleting anything, but you are making it harder to access the apps that hijack your focus. One extra swipe, one extra tap. That's enough to break mindless opening. If you catch yourself halfway to the app and think, wait, why am I doing this? You've already started winning. System 5. The evening dopamine reset. Your phone isn't just ruining your focus at work. It's also ruining your ability to recover after work. If you spend every evening doom scrolling until midnight, your brain doesn't get real rest. You wake up already fried, and of course, your phone wins again. So you build a dopamine reset into your nights. Pick a 30 to 60-minute window before bed. No TikTok, no Reels, no YouTube Shorts. You can still be on screens if you need to. Read an article. Watch something slow and long form. Journal on your phone. The point isn't no phone ever. The point is no slot machine-style stimulation before sleep. After a week of this, you'll notice something strange. Focus feels slightly easier in the morning. Your brain isn't starting the day at maximum stimulation. That's the reset working. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Your phone isn't just stealing your focus. It's stealing your sense of control. Every time you reach for it without thinking, you reinforce a story. I can't control my attention, something else does. That story is dangerous. Because if you believe it long enough, you stop trying. But it's not true. The moment you put your phone in a drawer, set a 15-minute timer, and stay with one task until it ends, you create a new story. I can choose where my attention goes, at least for 15 minutes. That doesn't sound dramatic, but it's how focus is rebuilt. Not in one big heroic day, but in small acts of control repeated. So here's your 24-hour challenge. Today, at your next work block, put your phone out of reach. Pick one small task. Set a 15-minute timer. One tab, no switching, no scrolling. When the timer ends, you can check your phone if you want. But before you do, take 1 second to notice. For 15 minutes in a distracted world, you were in charge of your attention. Do that once today, once tomorrow. And your phone won't always ruin your focus, because it won't always be the one in control.